Hello everyone, welcome to this advanced English quiz. I'm excited to see how well you do. I will be asking you 12 questions that are at a high level of difficulty. You will have about 10 seconds to answer each question. Of course, you can pause the video at any time to think about your answer. Let's get started. The correct answer is in and to. The company's success lies in its ability to adapt to changing market conditions and to innovate in its product offerings. To lie in means to exist or be found in something, and we use adapt to describe the process of adjusting something. Question 2. The correct answer is criteria. When assessing candidates for the position, what criteria are used to determine their suitability, including relevant experience, qualifications, and cultural fit? The word criteria is the plural form of criterion, which refers to the standards or factors used for evaluation. Question 3. The correct answer is discharged. After a thorough examination and treatment, the patient was deemed medically stable and discharged from the hospital. Discharge means to allow somebody to leave hospital because they are well enough to leave. Question 4. The correct answer is burst. The tension in the room disappeared when the boss burst into laughter at a colleague's joke. To burst into laughter. It means to start laughing suddenly and intensely. It is often used to describe a reaction to something funny or unexpected. Question 5. The correct answer is went on. The factory workers went on strike to demand better safety measures and improved wages for their labour. If workers stop working as a way of protesting against something, they go on strike, not make a strike. Question 6. The correct answer is generally speaking. The phrase generally speaking is used to introduce a statement that is true in most cases, but not always. In this case, the statement is that people tend to feel more energetic and productive in the morning compared to the late evening. This is generally true, but there are always exceptions. Question 7. The correct answer is arrive at. It took several rounds of discussion to arrive at an agreement that satisfied both sides. The phrase arrive at means to reach a destination or conclusion. In this case, the destination is an agreement that satisfies both sides. Question 8. The correct answer, on the ball. The phrase on the ball means to be alert, attentive and ready to act. In this case, the new employee is described as being on the ball because he is able to quickly adapt to the fast-paced work environment and completes tasks efficiently and accurately. The phrases on edge and on pins and needles both mean to be anxious or nervous. The phrase on thin ice means to be in a precarious or dangerous situation. None of these phrases are appropriate to describe the new employee in this context. Question 9. The correct answer, on. On the whole is a phrase that means in general or considering everything. On the whole, the study's findings support the hypothesis, but further research is needed to validate the results across different populations. Question 10. The answer is economical. Economical means using or costing little money. In this sentence, the company is looking for ways to use less money in its operations, which would lead to lower costs and higher profits. Question 11. The answer is even so. Even so is used to introduce a statement that contrasts with what has been said before. In this case, the negotiations were intense and contentious, but the two parties were still able to find common ground and reach an agreement. Finally, our last question, question 12. The correct answer, remanded. The prosecutor requested that the defendant be remanded in custody due to the severity of the charges. To remand someone in custody means to keep them in custody or detain them, typically referring to keeping them in jail or prison until their trial or legal proceedings are complete.